Good morning, everyone. So I'm in the woods. There's a pathway. First signal I got, something big popped out. I cleaned it up already because I wasn't sure if it's gonna be old. Let's see what it is. I think is this the 1967 token? I don't think it looked that way. This side looks similar. Oh, it's actually says New Brunswick. New Brunswick. Something. Having a hard time to read. New Brunswick. New Brunswick. Oh, New Brunswick on both sides. Oh, it's possible. Purple something. Alright. When I'm gonna get some water, I'm gonna clean it up. Looks like it should clean up well with a little bit of water. And I'm gonna show it to you guys. There's something else written, but that's a first. Cool. All right, guys. So I was almost I was feeling a little bit skeptical about this spot, but right where my shovel is, I just got the George VI penny about maybe 3 inches down. I got a penny signal right in this hole. Pulled the dirt out. Looks like we got silver. Oh, it's a Merc. Awesome. Nice one too. 1943 Merc. Amazing. So there's older stuff here for sure. Awesome, nice condition. I like them. I like getting Mercs. Sweet. Alright, right there on the trail, not deep. It's beeping hard. Looks like we got a British appearance. I don't remember how many pence. Maybe 1 penny from the 70s, I think. Alright, so I just talked to a really nice lady. She said she walks the dog around here every day, and she said she has never seen anybody detecting here. Good sign. Possible that someone never came here, but also I picked up a few modern pennies, so someone would have picked those up if they were really thorough. Anyway, I just got bit scratchy 27, 28, and I'm like, oh, maybe. So I dug it up. I moved the dirt. I see it's shiny. Looks like a dime. Oh, that's really nice condition. It's like drop brand new. It's newer. Let's see the year. I think it's 60. Where is it? Having a hard time here. 65. 80% silver still. With a new queen. Awesome. Alright, I found my first video of the day. Let's see. Probably not too old. 40s, 1944. Awesome. That was really shallow, about an inch down. Awesome. Alright guys, so just going around, not many signals. Got a decent one, upper penny. Something shiny showed up in this hole. It showed me about 3 bars down. See this edge sticking out of the dirt? When I pulled out the dirt, oh, it's a silver coin for sure. Let's see which one. It's Mr. George the 6th dime. So 3 dimes for the day. Okay, we can wrap this one. What year are you? Well, it's from the 40s. Sweet, 3 dimes. That makes it for a really good hunt. Alright, had a penny signal right close to the surface, so I didn't think of it much. But something shiny showed up right there. Oh yeah, it's definitely silver. Young Liz. Pretty dirty, that's probably why it sounded not so great. In the woods, you got to be careful because a lot of dirty silver will sound like a penny. I don't think I can get a year right now, can I? Yeah, if I zoom in, probably I can. 1955, awesome. 4 silvers, 4 dimes. Sweet. Alright, just under the surface, looks we got another British coin today. 1 penny. So 2 British coins today. Alright, so I got the silver dime somewhere there. Went over there. The couple KG6 pennies. One was 1937. They don't happen too often. No. Got a little tiny coin. Looks like it's British again. Is it? Oh, it's Queen Victoria, Queen Elizabeth. Yeah, it's a half penny, right? No, new penny, half new penny. Awesome. Always get something foreign. Good to get something foreign. You don't have yet. I may have this one, I don't know. We'll see. Alright. Off we go. Let's find another silver. Okay, in this hall, just below me, ringing at a solid 19. More foreign coinage. This time it's not British. Teutonic thing. It's this German, Deutsche Democratic Republic. No. It's the Bundesrepublik. 1962. Alright. Cool to find old foreign coins. Not too old, but old. Awesome. KG3 next, hopefully. Alright guys, so just got really crappy signal. Dug it. I think we may have a musket ball. Heavy, round. Yeah, it looks that way. Awesome. I like finding these. Signal was really bad, but I dug it anyway. It was a little deep. Alright, we'll keep going. Alright guys, So right here got a pretty deep looking sending signal. I looked around, but finally I figured it out. It was sitting under this root, and it looks to be a quarter size. I thought it might be a large because it sounded kind of low. Might have scratched it a tad. Let's see. It's Mr. George. It's dirty. Like I said, the woods makes these coins dirty, so they sound different. Oops. Wants to go back to the hole. Where did you go? Right there. All right. Awesome day. 5 silver coins now. Might have scratched it a tad. Hopefully it's nothing too special other than being silver. Sweet. It's been a while since I got a quarter. Alright guys, right here on the surface I got a spill. Pennies were sounding nice. I think it was giving me 23 to start. I see 3 pennies. Nickel. 65 nickel. Made out of nickel. And a bucket lister. 1971. I think is this one? 73. The horse, the one with the horse. Never got this one. Of course, I never did clad, so I wouldn't normally get one, but by accident, and got a US clad quarter. Awesome. All right, looky here. I got 2 more, just pinpointing, and a dime. Pretty cool. So now I have 3. Awesome. Alright, right here, penny signal. Something else came up in good condition. Let me put it right there. Oh, maybe not there. Right here. Old lighter. Some kind of image, seaside image on it. Bermuda. Oh, that's cool. Old Bermuda lighter. Coolest find of the day for sure. Let me get in the right light, or out of the light right there. Let's go. Should clean up nicely. That is just sweet find. Awesome, probably from the 60s. Very nice condition. Might even be able to get it working again. Sweet. Alright guys, so got solid 18, about 3 inches down. I figure I'll dig it. Looks like some kind of a baton, older style, definitely concave. I don't know how old it is, but it's definitely older, but late 1800s maybe early 1900s. Always cool to find one of those. Alright, so I wandered around without finding much. Just wooded terrain. Just stumbled upon a penny signal. Basically, on the surface, I flipped it up. Look at this. That edge looks silver. Basically on the surface. George VI. Not gonna wrap it more. You can see George VI there. Yeah, we'll check the year on the wrap up, but I see George VI dime. Awesome. Silver coin number 6 today. Alright, check out the tree. Barely standing there. Pretty cool. Alright, so I just dug this up. I have no idea what that is. Nothing inside. That's probably not a lipstick. That was my first thought. What do you guys think? Maybe I will be able to open it up. It's like a glass here on this side. Yeah, definitely something interesting. Maybe there's something precious inside. Hopefully. Alright, over there. Right there. I dug up the lipstick looking thing. Now, right here, I got another lipstick looking thing. This one looks like a lipstick. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a lipstick. Also cool. Maybe there's more. I like my lipstick collection. Good morning, everyone. So I'm at this one of the oldest parks in Toronto. Came here twice before. It's not an easy park. Lots of garbage. So I just got let's see, on that in this area here I found well, other than the surface nickel, I did find a couple George VI pennies and young bliss. I just got slightly better penny signal, about 3 inches down here. It started to rain, but the silver showed up. I assume it's not going to be very old. It's worn. 1947 actually, for George. Only 3 bars down. Awesome. First coin from this park, finally. First silver from this park. Happy. Makes me happy. Alright, I'm continuing on a pathway. From the woods I got 6 silvers. So far I got a weedy, couple modern pennies. Got the penny signal. Showed me 3 bars down. Looks kind of came up kind of shiny. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's a dime. It's a George, hopefully. Let's see. 47. Yeah, it's a George. Awesome. Sweet. Alright, so in this woods, just picked up off the surface. Murder weapon. It's a little rusty, it's been sitting here for quite a while. Cool. Knife. I'll put it in citric acid and see what comes out of it. Should clean up a little bit. Awesome. Nice. Alright guys, so I'm in the woods that I hit recently, just going down the hill. There's a pathway up there. Decided to just go down the hill. It's not too super steep, I would say. It is steep but not super steep. Swinging along the way, got a little bit of a big signal, but I'm like, okay, let's dig it out. And what do we have here? That looks to me like an old swim buckle. We are near a river. I think that's a swim buckle, probably from between the war period. I don't know. Let me know. 20s, 30s, just by the looks of it. Awesome, very cool find. Never found a swim buckle. D. Right guys, so I'm on this pathway near a bluff. Don't want to show too much. Just got a solid 30 signal, 30, 31 on the pathway, and I'm like, I can't miss that signal. So looky here, about 3 inches down in a clamp. It's definitely silver coin. Oh, it's popping out. Let's see. Silver quarter. 1963, so it's young Elizabeth. Not too old, but the first silver for the day. Awesome. Alright, there's a pathway leading down. I'm gonna go down there. But here, this is funny. Solid 19, sitting on the surface. Looks like a musket ball. Right on the surface. It's just sitting like this. Can you believe it? Must have gotten washed out over the years. Maybe someone kicked it walking by. Awesome. So on the side of this pathway, I got not too deep penny signal. Pulled out the dirt, moved it off to the side. Looky here, I got silver. It's George dime. Let's see what year it is. 1950. Awesome. Got to check the hole. It was sounding kind of funky. Alright, I was just digging a bottle wine cup signal. Look what showed up. Small alder lighter. I'm a little thirsty, sorry. Awesome. I'm about to finish anyway. Maybe I can find one more. What do you think? If not, it's the wrap-up. Alright guys, we got a big board of full of stuff. But let's see what I found when I cleaned out my pouch. I don't always clean all the pennies. But the bag was getting heavy. So look at this whole pile. That's my hand right there. Whole pile of modern copper pennies. I think these are mostly copper. Other than that, some other miscellaneous things that I did not lead. Different little copper pieces, dog tags. Anyway, going back to this in this spot, it's actually located close to a golf course, so I probably picked up about 30 of these between 3 times that I went there. So 3 times and I did pretty well. Actually, my friend's Mike, formerly known as Digging Canada, he used to have a YouTube channel that a lot of you guys followed. He was there with my other good friend, Kashmo. And I don't think they spent too much time there. But they said, Daryl said, Kashmo, that they didn't find much. And it just shows that if you stick to it and you start finding stuff, you can find a little bit more and a little bit more and then make 3 hands out of it. But anyway, cleaned up the murder weapon. If you watch the whole video and not just this wrap-up, you will probably notice the difference. I put it in a citric acid and it still could use a little bit of cleaning. I think there's somewhere it says stainless steel. I think it was on the other side. Stainless steel, Pakistan. Not so stainless, probably from Pakistan. Anyway, I'll clean it up. Maybe I can still use it. I could put maybe a handle on top of it. I think you can do the paracord handle on these. It will actually look nice. I just have to learn how to do stuff like this from paracord. The pouch that it was in disintegrated, so I didn't keep it. It must have been sitting there for quite a while. Anyway, I don't get cell phones frequently, but I got one. Unfortunately, I think it's been sitting there for a good amount of time. It's a little bit rusted if I start moving the cover, so probably not. I won't be able to recover this one. Anyway, let's move on to some military items. We have 2 musket balls, and I don't get a lot of musket balls, so I'm pretty happy getting a couple more to the collection. And now we got junk ring, lipstick, probably from the 60s by the look of it. It says something New York on it, but couldn't clean up very well the bottom, probably. Anyway, we're moving on to the next item that I thought it was a lipstick, kind of huge lipstick, but it is actually a mini flashlight. Early mini flashlight. I don't know, 50s, I would assume, probably 50s. I knew right after I opened it, and there was a battery that was extremely well corroded. Anyway, some modern items. This definitely looked good when I opened up the haul, but just a jean button. Cat tag. I don't get cat tags too very often. DL key. Those are a bit older, pre-war. Couple lighters, older lighters. This one doesn't really have anything on it. This one is probably from the 60s, maybe even 70s, but it came here all the way from Bermuda. Somebody's souvenir, now lost, and it's all mine. All right, probably one of the best finds. I know I'm gonna get some use out of this. Vintage loop. It actually, well, let's see. Well, let's see this through the loop. We can see this. All right, that's another thing that I found. Scandinavian Red Cross something something pin. This button Seems concave, a bit older, probably late 1800s, early 1900s, I assume. Just a lot of concave buttons were in the early 1900s, so probably, most likely, especially since I did not find a lot of very old finds. And this buckle, I think it might actually be some sort of swim buckle, if I'm not mistaken, but it's got a cool D on it. Definitely looks like at least 40s, maybe 30s. Moving on to the coins and jewelry. Bunch of clad. Look at the colors on this dime. Wow. Someone might pay me money for this. Maybe like 20 cents worth. Anyway, I never get these old quarters, Monty quarters from 1973, but in the spell there were 3 of them. This is probably the nicest looking one. They sound erratic on Equinox because they're made of nickel. Actual coins made out of nickel really don't sound good on Equinox for some odd reason, at least in multi. Anyway, we're moving on. We got ESO token. I thought I might have an old one, but no, not this time. It's a New Brunswick ESO provincial token. Either way, still a cool find. I think I've found one from Ontario before, a few years back. That's just the Famous Players movie token. The foreign coins. There was a bunch of British coins over there. Let's take a little closer look what we got. That's a new penny, new half penny. I'm not sure where the year is, but it's new, so it's after, I think, what was it, 1971? Also new penny. 2 of them, technically. Alright, so 2 new pennies. And I think it's 1 new penny. 1 penny. Maybe that one's not so new. Not sure of the date. I think this one's a little bit older. Let's zoom in if we can see the date. I think the date is next to Elizabeth's head. Alright. Let's see now. Any better? If anybody's British watching me, they can probably give me a range. They're always hard to find on these coins. Oh, there it is. 87. So it is a new penny. But I think it's, oh, actually, I think it does say that. No, it says 1 penny. I think after, yeah, it said new penny in the 70s, and then they just got rid of the new penny because it wasn't no longer new. It was a semi-old penny. And we got 2 Pfennig coins from Germany, Bundesrepublik Deutschland, from the 1963. Okay, moving on. Oh, US quarter. Let's see the date on this one. Well, it's pretty bad, so I don't think we'll be able to see that. Oh, it's very bad. But anyway, I got some wheat cents, quite a bit of KG6 pennies, a few young Elizabeth pennies, 1 nickel that I think it spent a good portion of its life covered in cement. I think it was 1961, young Elizabeth. You can hardly see that her. Anyway, we got 9 to 5 earring, very thin. Another street find actually. It wasn't in the dirt, just when getting coffee by Tim Hortons. I don't normally go to Tim Hortons for coffee. Not a Tim Hortons guy. I'm actually prefer Starbucks. But who cares? Let's see the silver coins. So we got 2 quarters. I did not write down the dates, so we're gonna have to look at the dates again. We got Young Elizabeth, 1963 or 5? 63. Pretty good condition. We have King George V. I think that was 1942 if I remember correctly. 1942. Another King George VI. 1950 this time. And Young Elizabeth dime. 55. And the lonely, beautiful 1941 Mercury dime. I like getting these. One of the best coin designs. Awesome. Now, one more KG6 dime. 47. No maple leaf, 47. Young Elizabeth dime. 60, I believe. 1960. Next time I have to just write it down. Especially when you get so many silver. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 silvers. Anyway, a couple more George VI pennies, dimes. 42. 44. And lonely. I think that was 65. A new head. Still 80% though. So really good for these woods. But I don't think there is that much left there. So unlikely I'm gonna go back. But there's always some new place to go. Alright. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next 9 to Finder adventure. Happy hunting.